Nothing. A man looks another man in the eyes. You know why? Because he's not afraid of anything. Because he knows that he's able. And especially if you serve God. You got nothing to hide. The windows are, the eyes are windows to your soul. It says a lot about a man. Have you noticed that when somebody's lying, they're like this? Have you noticed that when somebody really don't want to help, they're like this? Have you noticed that when somebody didn't want to invite you to the party? Well, I didn't get invited. They're like, well, you know what happened was... Have you noticed that? Have you noticed when somebody has something against you, they don't look at you in the eyes? Have you noticed that? Why? Because that's the enemy. That's the impulse that the devil uses to destroy people. Listen, you're in church. The world isn't going to destroy you. The devil's going to bring offense inside the house of God. Because if he could offend you in here, you're going to leave and not want to come back. But if you can overcome and you can say, yeah, I'm messed up. I'm jacked up. Yeah, you're right. I got nothing. But I serve a God that blesses those people that trust him. Come on, somebody. Amen. We have to have a heart of honesty. 1 Peter 5:7. Put it up there real quick. 1 Peter 5:7. Go ahead, guys. 1 Peter 5:7. I want you to see this today. Put in the New Living Translation. I want you to see this today. What are you looking for? I know I have the best when I have God in my life. Maybe there's a whole lot of work that needs to be done on my relationship, but I have a God that fixes broken relationships. Maybe I'm looking at something that looks irreconcilable in the eyes of the world, but I have a God that reconciles all things, that works all things together for the good. Come on, somebody. That's the heart we have to have. Don't be afraid of the low seat. Sit there. Love God from there, because that's where you'll learn to hear the voice of God. Give all your what? And cares to who? For he what? He cares about you. He's going to watch over you. He's going to mend you. He's going to fix it. He's going to make it right. Come on, somebody. Go to the next verse. Go to the next verse. Stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy. Watch out. The devil, he prowls around like a what? Looking for someone to what? You want to learn how to deal with the lion? Go to the next verse. Verse 9. Stand firm what? Against who? Stand firm against the devil. And be strong in your what? Remember that your Christian brothers and sisters all over the what? Are going through the same kind of suffering you are. In other words, what God's saying is don't lose that heart of compassion. Don't lose that heart of servanthood. Don't lose that heart of seeing people with the eyes of God. I thank God that my dad did what he did for me. We went to visit him in Oxnard when he had his church out there before we came out here. My wife and I were out there. We weren't married yet. Well, she wasn't my wife back then, but she kept following me around because she wanted me to marry her. But we were out there, guys, and my dad has had a service, church full of people right there in Colonia and Oxnard. And he said, stand up, mijo. Remember that? Stand up. And I stood up. He says, that's my son, he said. I'm looking, I'm like, why are you praising me? You know? He didn't know what I had in my pocket and what I had in my car. It wasn't godly. And he said, that's my boy right there. He said, isn't he cute? I still can make him like that, he said. And then he said this. He said, that's a man of God right there. He said, that's the next minister for this next generation. That man is going to preach the gospel, and he's going to bring a fire to some people that have lost hope. Come on, somebody. I looked at him like, it's that dope messed him up, man. You lost it, Dad. But he saw something in me. He didn't overestimate himself. You want to know why? Because he remembered the pain that he went through and how people helped him. It didn't hold their sin against him but we're being helpful. That's all God is saying today. You want help? Help somebody. You want to be loved? Love somebody. Come on, somebody. You want to be lifted up? Lift somebody up. Come on. Let's stand up.